Have you ever felt like the whole world is pressing down on one single tiny spot? That one weakness you've always tried to hide, that one insecurity you hoped no one would ever find, and then one day they find it, and they press hard. There's an incredible story about the construction of a massive bridge. During the final inspection, the engineers identified what they believed was a critical weak point in the structure. It was a single joint, seemingly insignificant in the grand scheme of the colossal design, but their calculations showed it was the most vulnerable part of the entire bridge. To test it, they decided to apply an immense, concentrated force directly onto this spot, far beyond what it would ever face in its lifetime. They piled on weight, they simulated hurricane-force winds, they mimicked the tremors of an earthquake, all focused on that one tiny point. Onlookers held their breath. The designers were sweating. The pressure was unimaginable. Days turned into a week. The groans and creaks of the steel echoed through the valley, but the joint, that supposed weak point, refused to buckle. It held. Not only did it hold, but the stress test revealed something astonishing. Under that extreme pressure, the joint actually settled and became even stronger, redistributing the load in ways the engineers hadn't anticipated. The very thing they thought was a vulnerability turned out to be a source of unforeseen resilience. This isn't just a story about a bridge. It's a story about us. We all have those points we consider our weaknesses. Maybe it's a fear of public speaking, a past failure that haunts you, or a skill you just can't seem to master. And life sometimes has a funny way of pressing right on that spot. A big presentation is assigned to you. An opportunity arises that forces you to confront that old failure. You re-pushed into a situation where that one skill you lack is the only one that matters. In those moments, it feels like you're going to break. It feels unfair. Why does everything have to converge on your biggest insecurity? But what if, like that bridge joint, this pressure is not meant to break you, but to reveal a strength you never knew you had? What if enduring that targeted stress is exactly what you need to settle into a stronger version of yourself? When they press on your weak point, it's terrifying. You might groan, you might creak, you might feel like you're at your absolute limit. But the moment you withstand it, the moment you survive that pressure, something inside you shifts. You realize that what you labeled a weakness was perhaps just an untested strength. The fear you had of that spot was greater than the spot's actual ability to fail. So the next time you feel that pressure zeroing in on your most vulnerable point, remember the bridge. Don't just try to survive it. See it as a test. A test not of your weakness, but of your hidden strength. Let the pressure come. Hold your ground. You might just discover that your weakest point was destined to become your greatest asset. It's in holding firm when everything is against you that you truly find out what you're made of. Thanks for watching.